Hey, where's your love?
Extend no clip, conversations be long. Victoria's Secret to never be known. The industry niggas gon' make me a clone. I ain't arguing with niggas, I'm off of my phone. That shit few bands and keep me 100. We banishing niggas, you should.
Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Sauce Guy Sean back again with another reaction video, man. Today we'll react to the deadly war in Camden, Active Gang versus 51st. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, your boy has been reacting to a lot of the UK music and shit, and y'all boys said I gotta know this beef. You know what I'm saying? Y'all said this is like a main thing going down in the UK. Like, I should be hip to this. So hey, before we get into it, man, do me a favor, like, subscribe. Sauce fam's on the way to big fucking 200, man. Y'all been doing y'all thing, man. We are just keep on growing. It's crazy. It's really getting crazy, man. And I appreciate all the love. So hey, comment any more videos and we just gonna keep on doing it. And now here we go.
2 men have been stabbed to death in 2 separate attacks in Kentish Town in North London last night. The body of the first victim, believed to be in his late teens, was found a couple of hours before police discovered the second victim.
Wait, y'all motherfuckers have been telling me about Suspect. Like, I did react to a Suspect song, and y'all been telling me, like, you know, he stabbed a 16-year-old and all this and that. This must be that.
Victim, who's thought to be in his 20s.
Camden, the heart of fashion and culture in London, with some of the most expensive house prices and biggest tourist attractions in England. And from the outside in, looks like the perfect place to live. But that's what the government want to show you. Once we go deeper into the lower income,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. The government makes London seem like it's a dream town. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go visit London. That's the first place you want to go.
States of the borough, we start to see a different story. A story of the country's most deprived estates in London being separated from roads of millionaires literally by one street, and how these estates have created a deadly gang war which has taken over the borough in recent years. But before I get into the video, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Let's get into the video.
Oh yeah, before we get into it, make sure y'all subscribe, like nerd TV stuff, and here we go.
So Camden is a borough in northwest London and is very close to the centre of London. But despite the area being so close to the rich centre of the capital, in the last few years the war in the area has been going brazy. So historically, unlike neighbouring areas like
That boy said the war in the area is getting brazy.
Islington and Brent.
I'm sorry, that shit just stood out. Alright, I'll go back, my bad.
The war in the area has been going brazy. So historically, unlike neighbouring areas like Islington and Brent, Camden's beef situation hasn't been as active as others. But this all changed around 2016, when a man from Camden called Merce had his watch stolen from another man from another area in Camden. After this, there was some back and forth, which resulted in a big rivalry in the borough, literally between groups of kids that grew up together.
Damn, nigga got a what? Damn, all this started over a nigga getting his watch stolen? What the fuck?
One side being gangs built up from a few estates in Camden, which were the Peckwater gang from the Peckwater estate, the QC gang, which were from a road in Camden called Queen's Crescent, and Cumber, which is a gang made up from an estate called Regent's Park in Cumberland Market. They linked up together and called themselves 51st, due to
okay, these are all the 51st, okay. Boom. Okay, got you.
Their postcodes being in NW1 and NW5, which is where the 5 and the 1 come from. And from the other side of the feud, we have a gang called Active Gang, where some people may know from their songs. And
I'm not gonna lie to you, Active Gang is, they songs be, so hey, Suspect shit be going crazy. I don't know anybody else at Active Gang. Like, does all their music go crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? There are more people, you know?
They're from the Aigo Grove estate in Camden. And Active Gang are affiliated with another gang called CT1 and NRB, which they all linked up and called themselves 71st. And just like that, the war was now on between 51st and 71st.
Oh, okay, so it was okay.
Over this watch being stolen. So Camden is actually home to a big Somalian community, with a big portion of them residing in Aigo.
Wait, let me go back, hold on. So Active Gang is 71st? So why is the video not titled 71st versus 51st type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, is NRGB and CT1, or are they out the beef? I don't know.
So Camden is actually home to a big Somalian community, with a big portion of them residing in Aigo Grove, which is the territory of the 71st gang. Such a big community that the majority of 71st members are actually Somalian. And if you watch one of my previous videos on Mali Strip, Somalian people are people you don't want to be messing with, which you will understand more in this video. And this beef was on go from early. In 2017, 2 members of the AG gang, which represent 71st, executed a triple shooting on 3 51st members.
This nigga said executed a triple shooting. 3 men treated in hospital for bullet wounds.
Two of the members ran to a nearby hospital, but while hospital staff was treating the two members, they also called police to the hospital to investigate the situation. Once the two realised the police was called, they didn't even care about their treatment anymore, and attempted to run out of the hospital while still having bullet wounds lodged in them.
Boy, what the fuck?
But the police...
Y'all niggas want to get back after y'all already shot? Y'all are different, boy. What the fuck? Y'all want to get back after y'all got shot, y'all still want to get back, you know what I'm saying, immediately. That's some real ass shit. What the fuck?
Treatment anymore, and attempted to run out of the hospital while still having bullet wounds lodged in them, but the police ended up detaining them and arresting them after a struggle between the both. The reason they wanted to run was because all three members are actually wanted for suspicion of grievous bodily harm, which all three were eventually arrested for.
Oh damn. I thought they wanted to get back. Now they wanted to get out there. They wanted to get the fuck out of there, man. I felt them.
Now of course 51st weren't happy about this triple shooting, and they were trying to get it back in blood, so they went lurking on the Aigo Grove estate and shot a rival in the face with a shotgun.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Back in blood. So they went lurking on the Aigo Grove estate and shot a rival in the face with a shotgun.
A 51st member shoot somebody in the fucking face with a shotgun? Like, right? Is that what I'm... What the fuck?
The rival actually managed to survive and make his own way back to hospital. But this beef really kicked off in a situation that...
He survived that shit? He survived a shotgun to the head? That's even more insane. And made his way to the hospital? Nah. No way.
It wasn't even...
You in position yet?
Working on it.
Linked to both of the gangs. So on February 2017, a 16-year-old girl had an Airbnb party in Kensington, West London. You know those type of parties where a girl invites 7 different types of gangs and asks people to leave their beef at home? Yeah, one of those.
Bro. Them shits be so... Y'all be having shit like that in the UK, bro. We be having shit like that all the time in the US, bro. Like, they be like, leave the beef at home. Everybody's invited to the party, though. They don't matter what hood you from. Come on. But just leave your beef at home. My nigga, that shit not real. What? You think the game makers give a fuck about that shit? Man, come on. Beef is always gonna be there. Beef is up.
So at this party, there were people from all over London there, but a few uninvited guests tried to pull up to the party. One of these people being the boy from 51st called Dotty and his friend, who pulled up to the party with a gun and knife looking for trouble. But
nigga pulled up with a gun and knife? I mean, I hope he pulled up deep, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna pull up with a gun and knife, don't be by yourself, cause that shit, like, that's crazy.
The night turned left for Dotty and his friend, and ended up with Dotty being chased down by 20 young boys.
No way! Y'all really showing a video of these niggas running? Hey, y'all know the saying, man. Don't run, don't trip.
But the night turned left for Dotty and his friend, and ended up with Dotty being chased down by 20 young boys. And when the boys caught up to him, they stabbed him 13 times altogether, which actually resulted in Dotty dying, which 4 16-year-old boys from Hackney and Tottenham were sentenced and convicted for. So 51st were mad
Damn.
about this situation, obviously, that their member Dotty was just stabbed to death. So they were out trying to get revenge. So they went out for revenge in a stolen BMW and travelled all the way from Camden in northwest London to Hackney in East London and then to Tottenham in North London, because that's where the people who killed Dotty were from. But they ended up finding no one from both areas, but they weren't trying to go home without spilling some blood first. So 51st went all the way back to Camden to look for 71st members and found an affiliate member of 71st called AK.
Okay, so this is crazy. So now 51st is going straight towards what the fuck? Now 51st wants blood back after what Active Gang did, after what 71st did. That's crazy.
And killed him. But they weren't done there. They were riding for a whole nother 2 hours looking for more 71st members and found the 71st member called Mitch's little brother. Mitch's little brother attempted to run into a cab and begged the driver to drive him to safety, but the driver refused to move and he was dragged out of the cab and stabbed to death by 51st members.
Wow. That's tough, man. That's tough.
All within 2 hours of their first murder they committed that night, and 6 members were sentenced to life for these murders. Then on September 4th, 2017,
Damn, six members sent to life?
a member from 51st called Flips and the older brother of the second boy who died that night called Mitch bumped into each other on Hampstead Road in Camden and started getting into a little altercation, which ended with Flips stabbing Mitch in his arm, neck and back, leaving the knife lodged into Mitch's bones and murdering him. An undercover policeman just happened to witness this whole situation and ran down Flips and arrested him, and now Phillips is serving 17 years to life for this murder. After this, the beef in Camden went under some serious investigation by police, and members from all sides started to get taken down for conspiracies, firearms and drug charges. And the beef started to die down a bit. But then 2019 hit, and quite a lot of the members that...
Bro, this shit is like fresh beef. This shit is like fresh beef, bro. Like this shit is right around 2019, right around the corner. That shit was right around the corner, bro. What the fuck?
Started to come out, and taking in consideration that 51st members, just before everyone started going to prison, and killed 3 71st members. 71st members started coming out of prison on some demon time, and were most
this nigga says 71st members started coming out on some demon time.
Definitely looking for revenge with no warnings. The first signs that 71st was really back was on a cold Tuesday in February. 1 AM in the morning, a 51st member called Gxng was walking past the Sainsbury's in Camden when a 4x4 crashed into him, and several 71st members jumped out on him like a pack of wolves.
Wait, what? A 4x4? Nigga, what the fuck?
And the 4x4 crashed into him, and several 71st members jumped out on him like a pack of wolves, stabbing him repeatedly in his head and body, leaving him literally paralysed and not being able to walk. But that wasn't enough for 71st members. They wanted someone dead for their friends. So on April 1st, 2019...
Were you telling me that him being paralysed was not enough? Nah, y'all crazy, y'all crazy.
A suspected member of 51st called C-Miz.
Hey. Hold on.
And
I'm not gonna say anything.
Cousin were walking down Grafton Road in Gospel.
That's just a character picture, bro. Y'all could've used a better picture of this nigga, bro.
Camden, when 4 71st members jumped out a stolen black car and started chasing them. C-Miz and his cousin split up, but unfortunately the men who jumped out the car locked onto C-Miz, and C-Miz ended up dropping to the ground when the 71st member started to stab him repeatedly with machete.
What the fuck? So y'all niggas really know about don't run, don't trip. Like, so that shit might have been invented in the UK, bro, because that's character as fuck, because y'all really don't got, like, poles or, like, you know, guns like that, so y'all be really chasing motherfuckers down, like, maxed out stamina shit. like, boy, that shit crazy, bro. I better not ever come over there and start no beef, boy, because y'all niggas are... I'm not gonna cap to you. Your boy got a good 60 speed on him. I'm not taking off. I'm gonna just sit there and throw them bitches with you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then run from the scene. After this murder, 71st members made a song called Congo. And the reason why they called it Congo is because C-Miz was actually a refugee from Congo after him and his family fled the war from over there. And members repeat.
What the fuck? Y'all niggas named a song after the nigga family? Like, just, like, you know what I'm saying? After nigga his whole existence, you know what I'm saying? Like,
repeatedly in their songs say that they get their weed from Congo, not Cali. Pretty much just trying to say that they're smoking on C-Miz. And that's...
And y'all niggas smoking on the ops? What the fuck is happening, man?
I said before,
like, my world is going like, my world is going fucking... It's spinning, bro, because you know what I'm saying? When you be enclosed to the U.S., you never really think about what's happening outside the U.S., you know? And this shit is really like, what? Like, what?
The majority of these 71st members are Somalian. So after all of this, there was news going about in Camden that 51st members are out on the lurk, and any Somalian they see, they're killing.
Heard some really strong intelligence that there is going to be revenge for Calvin's killing and his friends.
Take a trip beyond your backyard. Compare your way there. Find the smartest credit cards for you on NerdWallet.
I've literally said they are going to go out and kill any Somali in retaliation. So I just want to make that really clear. This is from a young Somali woman in Camden who's 24 years old. And basically Wait,
what the fuck? Nah, there's no way y'all were really doing this shit, though. Like, this is where we gotta draw the line. Y'all niggas were not going around killing just any motherfucker from a specific community because of the beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just innocent, like the innocent people? Cause y'all killing the innocent people, bro. I'm gonna have to cut off the video right now, cause y'all is too fucking crazy. And I don't want no parts of that crazy shit, man. Like, what the fuck?
Strongly suspect they're going to go out tonight and kill a Somali.
Which is probably a bit of a stretch. But on the other hand, 71st members kept saying that...
I said it was a bit of a stretch. Oh God, I was about to say, that shit is like, what?
They're warring with Jadiz, which is basically the Somalian word for West African people. Because you have to remember, despite Somalians being dark-skinned and African, a lot of Somalians don't really see themselves the same as other black people. So this was kind of turning into a race war between Somalian and black people in Camden, which...
Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, my bad. Hey, if you Somalian, let me understand that shit more. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of confused. Hold on. Let me go back.
To remember, despite Somalians being dark-skinned and African, a lot of Somalians don't really see themselves the same as other black people. So this was kind of turning into a race war between Somalian and black people in Camden.
What you mean they don't see themselves the other way as black people? Like oh, like as in you wouldn't say like I'm black, you'd be like I'm Somalian or like whatever. I understand.
Which is just all wrong for so many reasons. But 71st weren't happy enough with the killing of C. Miz. They wanted to spill more blood. So August 12, 2019, 6 members started circling the estates of 51st members in a stolen Ford Fiesta and a stolen Seat. When they spotted 16-year-old culprit and other members coming out of a restaurant around 10:30 p.m. Culprit and other members ran to a nearby set of blocks near Euston Road. But 71st members found them later on that night, and 3 members jumped out and chased them down, catching up to the 16-year-old 51st member called Culprit. Culprit was running for his life and literally screaming for help, banging on neighbors' doors to let him in so he could escape his attackers. But when the 71st
Damn, bro, this shit is intense. Like this shit is intense. Hold on.
members caught up to him, 2 71st members held him, while a 3rd member repeatedly pushed a 1-foot-long zombie killer knife through his chest.
A 1-foot-long zombie killer knife? Y'all be carrying 1-foot-long zombie killer knives on y'all neck? Like, just, like for protection? Like, or just for action?
Yes, while it was coming out of his back. And when the 71st members were
What the fuck?
done, the killers were said to be running away after, laughing hysterically, which is what bystanders said. And Culprit, he was just any normal kid from London. He was talented at football and even had trials for Southampton Football Club, but started getting involved in a local gang and brushed aside his football, and unfortunately became a victim of the streets. Now, as he's
Wow. Man, that's crazy, man. I don't know. I wouldn't wish that upon nobody. You know what I'm saying? Stabbed through the... And they said it was going through his back. That's crazy. That's just crazy. That's like a... What is that? A meter? Like, I don't know what's the distance, the diameter to go through it, but that's crazy.
back and forth normally go. 51st were now looking for revenge on their recent L's, and there were many stabbings across the month. And early on in September, there was a case of 3 killings in 5 days in Camden. One of these being a man from a completely different area all the way in East London, but unfortunately he was walking at the wrong place at the wrong time. So he was actually walking on Queen's Crescent Estate, which is a hotspot for 51st members, and was shot and killed in a drive-by, being mistaken for a 51st member. Just an hour before,
What? This nigga got mistaken? Damn.
another woman was stabbed to death just a few hundred yards from the situation. And 4 days later, a 71st member called Nuts was stabbed to death by a gang of 51st members with machetes outside one of the busiest areas in London.
Niggas is just going crazy, and no way y'all niggas doing this shit in public too.
Camden Tube Station. And for the longest, a lot of people didn't even know all this stuff was going on until a 71st member called Suspect started jumping on the drill scene, calling himself the Camden Grim Reaper, and released.
That's what y'all... Hey, somebody in my comments did say that. Someone did call him that. Hey, that's fire as fuck. That's a fire ass name. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Some of the most disrespectful tunes towards his ops. So much that police take down pretty much any song that the gang uploads, which really started to bring some attention to what's happening down there, and definitely got the attention of me. Especially a song from Suspect called Dugout, which is probably one of the most disrespectful songs I've ever heard, and really makes you deep how tapped this whole beef is. In one
He ever heard? I think y'all motherfuckers might know what the next reaction is gonna be early, cause he says the most disrespectful song you ever heard.
of his lines, he says,
Same place we used to play runouts, is the same place his chest got dug out. Same place I was telling you play out, is the same place I'm telling you come out.
which really makes
What the fuck? What the fuck? Go back! What the fuck?
whole beef is. In one of his lines, he says,
Same place we used to play runouts, is the same place his chest got dug out. Same place I was telling you play out, is the same place I'm telling you come out.
which really makes you think,
I gotta listen to that.
damn, these guys were close friends at one time, and now they're trying to kill each other. All stemming from a little small altercation that happened a couple years back. But anyway guys, that's it for today's video, and peace out.
That's crazy. Wow. Hey man, wow, that shit was wild. I did not know the beef was, you know what I'm saying? I knew y'all niggas had beef, but I didn't know that shit was like that, man. hey, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody who told me to watch this, man. And I feel more educated just off watching it, man. But before we get out of here, man, do me a favor, like, subscribe. Sauce Fam's on the way to 200 subs, man. Don't forget that shit, so don't forget to subscribe. We posting daily. What other YouTuber posting like me? Nobody. Now let's get out of here, man. Peace.